Hey guys, it is currently 4:09 in the morning on August 24th, and so far I have been working on TGV, and I haven't updated my count for a bit once this opens. I haven't updated it for an hour, so it's not 100% accurate. Google Docs was having a lot of issues where the typing was super slow and delayed, so I just exited out of it as soon as it finally finished typing the sentence I was on. And then I edited July Camp Nano video 29, and I don't think it's Google Docs, I think it's my tablet, because when I went to rename the video, that was super slow. So once this exports, or once it freezes exporting and I have to edit it again, depending, but whichever one it is, I'll turn off my tablet and wait a little bit and turn it back on, and then everything should be okay. We'll see. But the last time I updated it, I had written 2,142 words in TGV, and I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know if that is the last thing I wrote, or if there has been a couple hundred words since, or what. But either way, that's the last thing I have. We're now at 52,000 words. It's insane. They just keep talking, which is great. I love these two so much, and I'm so happy to keep writing their story. But I was expecting it to be over by now. But I'm glad it's not, because there was a while there where it was going super slowly, so I'm excited to see it pick back up towards the end here and them to actually be talking again. I'm going to hook up the Bluetooth keyboard to my phone. I don't know how much battery is in the Bluetooth keyboard, but I'm going to go ahead and rotate through my other books, starting with FTZ, and we'll go from there. Yesterday I did fix the issue with Voice of the Wild Places that I said that I messed up the number thing, where that wouldn't have been invented for like an extra decade from when Fawcett was there. But that's what the minus 58 words were yesterday, and then these were the new words that I added on top of it. So that's fixed, if nothing else. Oh my god, I also ordered a journal that the main character of that book uses in her in their expeditions and stuff, so that way I can write down the stuff that they're writing down in her journal, and I'm so excited for it to come. It should be here Tuesday, and I'm totally 100% going to show it to you guys because it's super pretty and very excited. I'm a total notebook nerd. I get really excited over like pretty journals and pretty notebooks and stuff. Like, I remember being very excited when my field notebook came in. Oops, exposing my Bo Austin stuff. This one came with it, and then I have all the decorated ones back in my room for when this one runs out. But I remember being very excited for these. Still I am very excited for the field notebooks, by the way. But I'm very excited to show you guys the journal and all of that. But I have the videos also downloaded for July Camp Nano Day 30. So if 29 exports okay, I'll probably also edit day 30, and then at some point I'll need to download the videos for day 31, but I can't do that out here because, well, I was going to say because the internet's not strong enough, but I noticed that my tablet just lost internet, so I even more can't do it now. So after this is done exporting, I'll have to turn my tablet off no matter what. But yeah, I'm going to start with FTZ and go from there. I might turn on the Xbox at some point and play a video game in between or something. But I'm going to do some rotating here, and again, I'm not working to accomplish like a ton of words on all the books or anything. I might spend longer on some books than others. That doesn't mean I'll make more progress in them, it just means I'll spend longer on them in an attempt to make progress. But either way, I'm not aiming for a ton of words in all of these or anything. I'm just rotating through them so that way I can make sure I get to editing today. So when I get through all of that, I will give you guys an update, or every 2 books or something I'll give you an update depending on how long it takes me. But I'm done talking, so I will see you guys with an update at some point. Alrighty, it is 6:57, and I have only worked on FTZ and Voice of the Wild Places Z. FTZ, I wrote 240 words, and Voice of the Wild Places Z, I wrote 622, which was not at all expected because I spent most of my time doing this. The Morse code thing is what I ended up doing for the ring, or the code, and I can't remember if I told you that it ended up being Morse code, but I already knew what the code was. That's what's up here. This is it translated into Morse code. This is me pretending to be Jack as he works through what the potential letters would be for the code. It took me half an hour, but I got it. But yeah, pretty happy with it, I guess, if nothing else. But I am going to move on to Fallen Blues and go from there. So, hooray. Hey guys, it is currently 8:30 in the morning on August 26th, and I haven't accomplished much this morning. I didn't accomplish much yesterday, and I didn't accomplish anything on Saturday after I woke up. There's a reason for that, and I'll probably get into that in a few, but I'll get into today first. I have only worked on JTS and the Bludgeoning Caitlin MacLeod, and I haven't updated that for a little bit, so I'll check that here in a second. JTS, I wrote 514 words after like 3 hours of work, give or take. And on Caitlin MacLeod, I don't know how many I've written. I'll add that. That's not the button I wanted. I'm currently sitting at 21,180. 252. So let me add that to my written count. I've written, 1,116 words in Caitlin MacLeod. But that's also been many hours of work. It's just been a terrible weekend. On Saturday, after I met my word count, I went to sleep super late because I wasn't tired. My medication for my thyroid, which was upped this month, one of the symptoms is insomnia, so I have it even worse than I normally do, as well as leg cramps and upset stomach and stuff like that, so that has also been miserable this weekend. But the main thing is that on Saturday, my grandparents had to rush their dog into the vet and have him put down. And for those of you who don't know, my grandparents live literally right across the lane. We live on the same plot of land. I've lived here my whole life, and I've interacted with the dog every single day for the last 12-ish years. So, yeah. It was a very shitty Saturday after I woke up. Sunday, I didn't do anything more than a little bit of writing here and there, and then I played Minecraft, and then I taught my mom how to play Minecraft. And that was pretty much it. That was my Sunday. Normally, I go ahead and I calculate how many words I didn't write this month. That's what I've been doing this month to keep myself on track. And I make those up, but for yesterday, I'm not going to do that. Normally the reason I don't write isn't related to losing anyone, so I'm not going to make that up. That just doesn't feel right to me. But today, at the moment, I'm still working on Caitlin MacLeod. I have about 4,000 more words before it hits the 25,000 word marker, which is where the stories start wrapping up for this series. I think it's really dark, and I apologize for that. There you go. So I'm going to try to get as close to that as I can today, even if it means not working on the other books. Although at some point I am going to skip ahead, do edits on Man of Darkness, and then come back to Caitlin MacLeod and skip the books in between. That's the only way I can do it, because I should have had Man of Darkness done yesterday. Obvious reasons, didn't. But I initially wanted to start the next edit today or Tuesday, and if I finish it today, I can still start the next edit tomorrow and not be behind. So that's the plan. But outside of working on MacLeod, I'm also doing some more of the job thingies. I really don't know how to describe them to you. It's, I signed an NDA, so I can't, like, disclose what I'm actually doing except for the titles, which this one is named entity tagging, so that's what I'm doing. I pretty much, the only thing that I can tell you is how many jobs I do, how many tasks I do, and so far I'm at 192, but it's a continuation of one of the ones that I've been working on. To me, it seems like no one else is doing this particular job, so it hasn't run out of tasks yet, but I've done a little under 50 so far this morning since I've been back here, which is about half an hour of work, so it's not that bad. And then depending on how things go later in the day, after I wake up, I might go back to doing audio transcriptions. I don't know. I've started adding these other things into the mix because I don't know if you know this, but I'm saving up for 2 years of a website so that way I can test out if the very small monetization you can make off of ads on a website are worth it. I'll only do 1 year at first once I save up the money for it, and then if it is worth it, I'll continue. If not, I won't. And then I'm also saving up for a new art tablet because I can no longer use my tablet for drawing, which kind of sucks since I draw all of my own book covers and my book merch and character drawings and all of that. So, hooray. And since I don't get paid for, book stuff, I don't get paid by the hour for working on book things. So I'm taking up some stuff that I can do online, and that is working relatively well for me so far. So that's something. But for the next half hour or so here, I'm going to get back into the tasks and Caitlin MacLeod. And then at about 9 o'clock, I'm going to wash my face and take some ZzzQuil and lay down and hopefully fall asleep. Saturday, I finally took some around probably 1 p.m. and I fell asleep in like 20 minutes after I laid down, despite not being tired before that at all. But on Sunday, I took it at 9 and I didn't fall asleep until almost 10:30, so we'll see how it goes today. I haven't slept since 2:30 yesterday. I didn't take any naps, so I'm hoping that that fixes things and that I fall asleep, and that the insomnia caused by my meds takes a backseat today. I would like to sleep and wake up at my time rather than 4:30 or 5, so we'll see. But I'm going to get back into all of this. If I finish this book today, I will also need to go through, I gotta move some stuff, I'm sorry. Shoot. I will also go through here, my notes, and go back to actually writing them because it's been a while. So if I finish this book, I need to, go through and do that. The only thing I've been keeping track of is this stuff, which is their to-do list. And they're almost through that, so we're getting somewhere. But that's it. I'm gonna get to work for the next half hour or so, closer to 20 minutes, and we'll go from there. If I accomplish anything more on Caitlin MacLeod, I will update you before I go to bed, and otherwise I will see you sometime after I wake up.